I'm Lauren DeSantis, and this is Capital Cooking in Cabo.
Join me as Capital Cooking travels to the beautiful Los Cabos, Mexico, to experience the food and fun this unique destination has to offer. We'll discover Mexican culture and food while being surrounded by some of the most amazing and luxurious scenery in the world. Be sure to stay tuned to see what Cabo has to offer and to learn the secrets of cooking, eating, and drinking authentic Mexican at home. Previously on Capital Cooking, we shook up some cucumber margaritas, learned about Mexican culture, went on an art walk in Los Cabos, and even got to ride with the dolphins. In this episode of Capital Cooking, we continue our adventure by getting a lesson in both tequila and Baja wine. Then I'll take a break at the spa and learn how to cook a Mexican-style paella before sailing out to the famous Cabo Arch at Land's End. No, this is not a mirage. These are camels in Cabo. The Cabo adventurers took us out to the desert along the Pacific coast for my first ride.
Shoot me up.
Right on. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Most important, don't forget to smile and let's get ready to have fun. Please, let's go up this way. Let's follow me, please.
Okay, ready. Remember, hold them tight and keep your balance, okay?
My camel's name was Powder, and she gave me a great ride along the beach. This is an experience I'm sure I'll never get to do again.
First camel ride in Cabo was a big success, and now I can't wait to get some fajitas.
It's not every day that you get to ride a camel on the beach. It's also not every day that you get to enjoy traditional Mexican food, prepared in the traditional way. I tried my hand in making my own tortilla.
Okay, take. And then kind of like
roll the dough.
The ball.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Now place it there.
Yeah.
Now cover it with plastic. And then that one, close the lid, so to speak. Press it hard, really hard. Okay, that's perfect. Now, ta-da.
Ta-da!
Okay, no. Yeah, perfect. And then you place it here. Fantastic. Well done. Very good.
So now I finally get to eat some authentic Mexican cuisine with the tortilla that I even got to make. This looks delicious. Ooh, I'm gonna dig into some of this chicken mole.
David sat me down to give me a master class on tequila and mezcal.
The plant that looks like aloe, that plant is called agave azul. And so that is the only plant that we can use to make tequila. The plant needs to be at least 7 years old, so 7 years go by, and so each one of the leaves is going to be cut off one by one until we have just the center of the plant. The center of the plant looks like a pineapple, and so this pineapple is going to be grinded. The liquid that comes from it is going to become tequila. When you're going to buy a bottle of tequila on the label, you always have to read 100% agave. Yes, 100% agave means that you are getting 100% pure tequila. Tequila, you drink it straight. Yes, but if you are not used to drinking tequila, there is a way that you're going to drink it. You take a piece of lime or lemon, squeeze a little bit here. You take a pinch of salt. So what you do, it's kind of like yoga, yes? You breathe in, then you breathe out. You leave your lime in your salt and you leave it in your mouth for 5 seconds. You drink your tequila shot, you swallow it right away, squeeze your lime, and then you breathe out. So remember, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, leave your lime in your salt. 5 seconds go by, drink your tequila, swallow your tequila, squeeze your lime, and then breathe out. Sounds complicated, like rocket science, but in reality, it's very, very easy. Okay, please tell me when.
It's good.
Sorry?
I said that.
I have a hearing problem, sorry. Okay, ready? Okay, breathe in, breathe out. breathe in, breathe out, leave your lime and your salt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring your tequila. Swallow it right away. Squeeze your lime. And then breathe out. How was it? Good. Not that bad, no? This one is called reposado. Reposado means rested because it has been resting on white oak barrels anywhere from 6 to 12 months. And this tequila is tequila that you are never, ever going to mix. So what you do, you breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, drink it. Now this time you keep it in your mouth for about 3, maybe 4 seconds. So 3, 4 seconds go by, bring your tequila, swallow it, and then breathe out, okay? Are you ready?
Yep.
Let the games begin. Please tell me when.
That's good.
Good? All right, very good. Okay, ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, bring your tequila, and keep it in your mouth for 3, 2, 1. Swallow your tequila, breathe out. How was it?
Strong.
Strong. Yes, this is 38% alcohol compared to 35 of this one. Now, we have one more that is called tequila with a worm. But you see, this is not a worm in reality. This is a caterpillar, yes? Now, oftentimes we get questions like, is it true that you hallucinate when you eat the caterpillar? No, you don't. You hallucinate when you drink the liquid to get to the caterpillar, yes? Now, probably the question comes from the fact that when you hear mezcal, probably what comes to mind is a chemical that is present on the most hallucinogenic plant known to man that is called peyote. Peyote is a cactus 5 times stronger than LSD. It grows just all over the place. I'm not gonna tell you where it's around here, but anyways, to drink mezcal, again, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Drink your mezcal, swallow right away, squeeze your lime, breathe out, and then you make your peace with the Lord, okay? Very good. Tell me when.
You're just trying to get me drunk.
No, not at all. It's part of my job. Oh, wow, tell me when. You never told me when.
Well, I knew what you were going to do anyway.
Oh, okay, very good. Okay, so raise your cup and repeat with me. Para todo mal.
Para todo mal.
Mezcal.
Mezcal.
Para todo bien.
Para todo bien.
También.
También.
Wow, you almost sounded like a native. Fantastic. Okay, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Drink your mezcal. Swallow it right away. Squeeze your lime. And then breathe out. How was it?
They're getting easier each one.
Absolutely. Which one do you like better of these 3?
This one.
This one? This one here, this is the purest form of tequila. This one is just a byproduct. People that knows about tequila, they will be drinking just this one. So we are getting ready to leave. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring these 3 bottles in case you want to have seconds, okay? Fantastico.
Fantastico was right, but there was no way I was having seconds. Time to find a place to get out of the sun and unwind. The spa at the Esperanza Resort back in town was just the place.
I'm here at the gorgeous Esperanza Resort, and I'm getting ready to get a Spagarita. And meanwhile, I'm sipping on my margarita. I'm really looking forward to this.
The signature Spagarita treatment includes an exfoliating rub and a massage, with a freshly made margarita close at hand, of course.
Hola, good morning. Welcome to the spa. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, this morning we're having a margarita medley. This is one of our favorite and most requested treatments. Margarita is not a full body massage. I'm going to start exfoliating your feet and hands.
I started the treatment out with a relaxing foot soak. Then she gave me a foot and hand scrub with a massage and a hydrating wrap. You could smell the fragrances of the Baja Lime moisturizer. Ooh, that feels good. The wonderful head and neck massage was so refreshing. The lime facial compress made sure that I was in ultimate relaxation mode. Relaxed and refreshed, I was starting to get hungry. Luckily, the Esperanza Resort take care of that too, offering cooking classes for guests. I had to check it out.
All right, we're here at the Esperanza Resort with Chef Gonzalo, and he is gonna show us a dish from one of their vegetarian cooking classes, and it's gonna be a vegetable paella.
Yes, yes.
I'm excited. Everything looks so pretty, all the different colors.
Yeah, it is, and it's very healthy too, which is very important, right?
Right, especially when you're going out to the beach.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so what do we do to get started?
So first I want to show you my ingredients. So we have some zucchinis, I have red onion, some eggplant, yellow carrot.
Oh, yellow carrot.
Yeah, yellow
is that
carrot.
Unique to Mexico? Or?
Yeah, and we have other one which is orange, orange carrot.
Oh, pretty.
Are very organic. And we have some asparagus, fennel, bell pepper with 3 colors, some garlic. And this is the main ingredient, which is the rice. It's whole grain. Yeah.
So let's get started.
Okay, so the first thing that we are going to put in a pan is our olive oil.
Extra virgin olive oil?
Yes.
Ooh.
We are going to put some garlic, some rosemary, some bay leaf, and some thyme.
The aroma smells so good. I love
That's the idea with the herbs. Yeah.
And,
2 spoons of onion. And I'm going to put 2 spoons of bell peppers.
Look at all that color.
Yeah. And then we can add our fennel. So now we need to add the rice. Normally for a person, we put just only 2 spoons.
Really?
Yeah.
That'll expand out?
Well, we are going to put more.
Oh, okay.
Because we have some guests.
Nice.
Now salt.
Good seasoning.
And pepper.
So what if someone didn't have a pan like this? Could they still try to make it in like a stock pot or something? Or
Yeah, the only thing that you have to find is a pan not too deep.
Not too deep,
Not too deep, and that's it.
I have one that's about like
Well,
that.
you can use
so
that
it'll
one.
work.
Yeah. So now we can add the wine.
Is that just white wine?
White wine. Normally I use Chardonnay. And I have some saffron from Spain.
Ooh.
A really good quality.
A little bit goes a long way. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that's Now we have to wait for a few minutes. Then when the rice is al dente, we have to add all the other ingredients. And we have to add the sofrito. Sofrito is a very tasty ingredient that we make with onions, bell peppers, paprika, garlic, and tomato. So if you want, you can add the sofrito now.
Oh, okay. How much?
3 spoons.
That looks really good.
Yeah, it's very tasty. And now you have to mix it all.
Mix it all?
Yeah.
This is a dish that lots of vegetarians would really love because I know my friends who are vegetarians always complain that you go to a restaurant and a lot of them don't have many options and they just give you a bunch of vegetables on a plate, but this is like a real dish with...
Yeah, and it's very, very tasty. I mean, it's so simple, right? It's just only vegetables and rice and some flavors
so
on
fresh
it. But yeah, exactly, and very colorful.
Oh yeah, looks beautiful.
So now we have to add the carrots and the asparagus.
This looks great. Ooh.
The eggplant.
Yum.
And I have a vegetable broth.
Warm ladle of vegetable broth.
Yes. And once you have all the ingredients on the pan and you don't have to add anything else, you have to keep it like this. Because
you don't stir it at all, you just let it sit?
No, just let it sit and that's it.
So in 15 minutes, we're gonna be ready to eat.
While it cooked, we chopped up some fresh Mexican herbs to add a nice aromatic note to this dish. It smelled so good, I could hardly wait for a taste.
All right, the paella is ready to eat. So
we can serve it over here.
Scoop some into this bowl. All the veggies,
Very
perfect for everyone to eat at home. I'm just gonna give it a little bite. It's really hot. Mmm. That's delicious. I got a bite of a pepper. You can taste the rice and, you know, it just tastes
and the herbs.
Very delicious.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you.
Hope to have you come to visit in DC sometime.
I hope one day. I'm gonna be there cooking.
Thanks again.
Thank you so much.
This recipe is a perfect meal, whether you're vegetarian or not. Try it at home and mix it up with different seasonal vegetables. You can find this recipe at capitalcookingshow.com. A great meal deserves some great wine, so I've come to another world-class resort in Cabo, the Capella. This exotic setting boasts of one of the best wine cellars around. Ernesto Mendoza, the sommelier, agreed to walk me through it.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, I'm
Laura.
Lauren. It's so nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too. Welcome to Capella Pedregal.
Thank you for inviting us. I can't wait to learn all about Baja wines. I've been hearing so much about them.
Fantastic. So excited to show you around. Can we?
Great.
We have wines from all over the world. However, we're more focused on Mexican wines and California wines. This area, we save the best area for the Mexican wines. As you can see, all these labels are from Mexico.
Wow.
We have a great diversity of grape varieties and producers. However, this is one of my very, very favorite wines. The name of the wine is Otelo. This one was made in 2005, but shows how beautiful the Mexican wine can age.
So is this one from Baja, or where's this one
This is from Baja. Mexican wine production, it's mainly in Baja. 90% of the production is made in Baja. So they have just a few other regions where we can grow wine, but the most exciting wine definitely are in northern Baja.
So what are the characteristics of Baja wine? Like, how would you describe it?
Well, Mexican wines, and especially from Baja, are really rich and full because the weather. They seem to be on the spiciest, earthy side. However, depending on the producer and on the vintage, everything changes. However, most of the production are based on red wines, and most of them are made on blends. Just because people are still looking for the right place for the right grape variety, and they start blending from there.
Well, I'm ready to give it a try.
Fantastic, so do I.
Let's go into the tasting room.
Definitely.
So thanks so much for the cellar tour. Now I'm really excited to get to taste these wines.
I'm so excited as well, and let's start our tasting. I have two different wines. I want you to try old vintage wine, if I might say that. This is a 2005 wine from northern Baja. This is right outside of Guadalupe Valley. It's by Tecate. Yeah.
So this is the one we saw in the cellar.
Exactly. I pulled this bottle from the cellar because I'm so excited that this wine is so deep and complex. Second to none. It has a beautiful bouquet, and the texture is so silky. It was bottled in 2005. It was just 7 months in oak, so it keeps a little bit of everything. I think it's getting into the earthiness with a good amount of herbs, but the fruit is subtle be there. So, right?
There we go.
See? Definitely. This is one of my favorites. You're able to get plums, herbs.
They're like slightly cherry finish. At the end, like I taste like some black currant or some type of cherry,
and a little bit of
deep
licorice as well.
Yeah. I like that wine. So what do we have next?
This is our favorite wine. This is our Capella wine. We made this wine a couple of years ago. So we choose one of what we think is one of the greatest producers in Mexico. It's Adobe Guadalupe. This winery was established in 1998, 1989 in Bali. It's owned by Don Miller, and they produce mainly reds and mainly blends. So what we did here, we asked Mr. Miller if we can do something from the hotel. So Mr. Miller asked us to go to the winery and make the blend on our own, and that's what we did. So we got this beautiful wine that we blend. It's a little bit of Cabernet Sauvignon, Malbec, and Tempranillo grape. We aged this wine in both American and French oak for about 12 months. It was just recently bottled last October, so I want you to please taste it and tell us what you think.
So were you part of this whole process? Did you go help blend and all that?
I was actually in charge of the blending. We taste 14 different barrels out of 8 different grape varieties. We have this blend considered that we got the structure from the Cabernet Sauvignon, we got the vivacity and the fruitiness from the Malbec, and we got a lot of earthy, yummy, and spice fruit from the Tempranillo grape.
That's exciting.
It is. It's
So
really.
this is your baby.
It is.
Ooh.
You can say this one has a lot of sherry, black sherry flavors. It has a little bit of peppery in the aftertaste, but the smoky, earthy flavors coming right after that.
And it just seems like this is the type of wine that could really pair with a lot of dishes.
That was the idea. We wanted to have something well structured, but nothing that can overwhelm or super bold and powerful. I think this one is very well structured, but it's not on the jammy fruit side, it's not on the earthy spicy side. I think it's something in between, and you can pair the fish, fowl, meat, or game with this type of wine.
Well, I really thank you for sharing all of your wines with us, and this one that you helped produce is really lovely, and thanks for showing us the cellar, and salute.
It's been a pleasure, thank you.
It's been my pleasure.
Thank you, cheers.
Cabo has the Pacific on the one side and the Sea of Cortez on the other, making it an ideal place to take your yacht. Pisces Group charters high-end excursions for fishing, or just enjoying the beautiful natural scenery at the tip of the Baja Peninsula. We went out with the owner at sunset. So tell us about the yacht and the type of trips you guys take.
Well, Cabo San Lucas is known for nature, for cruising in a yacht, enjoying the nightlife and spending time just like you've been doing a couple of these days. And yachting is one of the favorites of some of our guests that come to Cabo.
Who are some of the celebrities that have visited and have been on these yachts?
Lorraine, of course, #1 celebrity. And after that, George Clooney, Cindy Crawford, Jessica Simpson, some of the Black Eyed Peas.
Oh.
So
your big dance parties on the boat?
On the boat and in town. You can do that because there's nightlife, there's fun in the water, sunsets and sunrises, and just having fun.
Tell us a little bit about this rock formation and what we're looking at over here.
Well, this is what we call Land's End, or the Arch of Cabo San Lucas. It's where everything begins and where everything starts. When you're coming to Cabo, if you don't see the Arch, you haven't been to Cabo. So this is a perfect place to start your Cabo vacation, and this is what Cabo is all about: nature and enjoying it and being outside and just being part of it.
With the sun setting, our trip was coming to a close, but we had one more great place to visit. Flora's Kitchen is outside of Cabo, and it's a farm-to-table restaurant where the farm is actually on the premises. They put together a wonderful send-off with all of our new friends. We've saved the best for last. We're here at Flora's Field Kitchen in this amazing setting with a full moon and great company. I want to thank everybody from Cabo for making our stay so wonderful and really letting us into your culture and your cuisine, and I'd like to raise a glass. De la huerta. A la mesa. Salud. I've had a blast in Cabo. I got to taste some of the traditional Mexican cuisine as well as world-class resort food. I've learned the secrets of good food and good drink, Cabo style. With the recipes I've collected and the friends I've made, I'll definitely take a piece of Los Cabos back with me to Washington, D.C. You can too by logging on to capitalcookingshow.com. Thanks for watching.